everybody, welcome to our first literacy of the week. Let's have a look what our learning question is for today. So we are going to see if we can use commas to separate items in a list. So first of all, I want you to think about what is a list. What do you think a list might be? When have you seen one? Have you done a list yourself? When might you use a list? You can pause the video if you like now, and you can have a think of what is a list, where you might have to use one, what you might be making a list of. Okay, so looking at what is a list, it is a number of nouns. Nouns are names of objects, so a number of nouns or names together in a sentence. And I have got an example that was below for you to see. I'm going to scroll down so you can see it. Right, so my sentence is Josh, Lily, Maddox and Ruby are in Miss Chafe's class. And that is a list using commas. You can see where I've used the commas because I've put them in red. Now, there is a rule to this. When you are making a list, the list is of people in my class. It could be that you wanted a list of products when you went to the shop. It is whatever you like, any sort of list. But you must use a comma. And here is my comma to remind me. You must use a comma to separate the items in your list. It sounds very strange me saying items because Josh is not an item, he is a person. But to separate the nouns, you need a comma. Now you will also notice that Ruby doesn't have a comma in between Maddox and Ruby. The second rule of writing a list using commas is that the final two nouns, which is Maddox and Ruby, have got and that's so it makes sense. Without it, Josh, Lily, Maddox, Ruby are in Miss Chafe's class, where it should read Josh, Lily, Maddox and Ruby are in Miss Chafe's class. So you must use a comma to separate the nouns. However, the second rule is the final two nouns in your list need to have and in between. Let's have a look at this sentence. It's very similar to the one we have just done. Does this sentence sound correct? Josh and Lily and Maddox and Ruby are in Miss Chafe's class. Read that one more time. I want you to think, does it sound correct? Josh and Lily and Maddox and Ruby are in Miss Chafe's class. It does not sound correct. We are repeating the same word, and. So to improve our writing, if there is more than three nouns, I want us to be replacing the and with a comma. So I don't want an and there. I'm going to put punctuation, I'm going to put a comma. I don't want and there, I'm going to put a comma. Now you'll notice that this is to remind you of your second rule between the final two nouns, which is Maddox and Ruby. You need to put and. The comma is stopping you from repeating and. So, second rule, you must use and between the last two nouns. Right, so onto your packs. 1, 2, 3 and 4 star have got different activities. Your 1 star, you're going to put the commas in the correct place in the sentences. Your 2 star, you're going to write the shopping list as a sentence, so there'll be a shopping list there for you to see. You're going to write it in a sentence, remember the rules that you need to use. Your 3 star, you're going to rewrite the sentences using commas and, which is your second rule. And your 4 star, you're going to rewrite the sentence, but you're also going to be adding in commas where needed. It might not be to separate the adjectives, it could be to separate your main clause to your subordinate clause. For example, for the 4-star, you might be saying that you're going shopping on Sunday. So you would put on Sunday, I'm going to use capital S for the name of the day. I'm going to put a comma there. On Sunday, that's my subordinate clause. My main clause is going to come afterwards. There's not an adjective there, but it separates the two into one. Okay, so your 1-star, put the commas in the correct place. 2, you're going to do shopping list as a sentence. 3 and 4, you're going to rewrite and correct the sentences using and if you are 4-star, using commas in the correct place as well. Good luck!